Mio copying other people's art. Little did she know, karma will strike back for copying others. Today we'll explain the series Girl From Nowhere Episode 3, Trophy. In the beginning of the episode, a quote from Pablo Picasso was introduced. Good artists copy, great artists steal. However, Banksy modified this by stating, the bad artists imitate, the great artists steal. Nanno commented that genius always shine. A girl was depicted struggling to paint and eventually broke down in tears due to her inability. The school director delivered a speech motivating the student about their school objectives. Meanwhile, two girls in the bathroom realized that the director's speech was taking longer than usual. Finally, Nanno was shown her exploring her new school. Mio and Pierre were depicted at an exhibit where the names of all the geniuses from their school were displayed. Pew asked Mio why she always brings her there when she knows her name won't be on display. Mio admitted that she felt envious because only smart people's names were shown there. The teacher overheard their conversation and warned them that if they continue with their apathetic attitude, they would become a burden on the society. The teacher called upon Nanno and urged the other student to follow her lead. She also instructed Nanno to assist Mio and Pooh in improving their grades. Nanno agreed to help the two girls. The following day, the teacher made an announcement about the new genius in their class who had won the Thai Literature Association. To Mio's surprise, the winner was Pooh. Pooh gave a speech and Nanno promised to add her to the group chat for geniuses at their school. Miss Plern congratulated Pooh once again, and Mio overheard their conversation. She placed her hand on Pooh's handprint. As Albert Einstein once said, creativity is contagious. Pass it on. The following day, Nanno approached Mio and noticed that her hand was dirty. Nanno revealed that she had done the same thing before, putting her hand on someone else's imprint. Nanno asked Mio if she found it odd that Pooh was able to write a great novel in just 1 week. Nanno asked if Mio wanted to know the secret to becoming a genius. She told her that all she needed to do was to go to Google and press Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V, and that will be it. Mio hinted that Pooh had probably copied her novel from Google, but Nanno suggested that Pooh might have just found inspiration there. And Nanno suggested that Mio try the same technique on Miss Plern's art assignment. Mio was concerned about getting caught, but Nanno reassured her, pointing out that they had not been caught copying before. Mio followed Nanno's advice and copied other people's artwork, adding some abstract elements to make it look original. The next day, everyone submitted their assignments to Miss Plern. Nanno walked by Mio's seat and saw her artwork. She complimented it and suggested that Mio could even sell her artwork. Nanno spoke to Miss Plern and praised Mio's work. Miss Plern encouraged Mio to submit her work and even told her that it had potential to win an award at the CM. After receiving praise from her classmates, Mio's artwork was displayed in the exhibit, and she received her hand imprint. Pooh congratulated her, but Mio was still upset with Pooh and walked away. Mio was welcomed into the group chat and received more compliments on her artwork. However, her classmate pressured her to create more artwork quickly. Even though Mio said it takes time, later that night, Mio searched for more artwork on the internet. Suddenly, her mother entered her room and brought her some soy milk. Mio continued to find other artwork on the internet and added abstract elements to them. Her classmate continued to praise her artwork and she began to gain more attention. Some even sent her videos expressing their admiration for her work. Mio even had an interview about her artwork. Nanno's creepily smile was evident as she watched Mio's interview. Miss Plern then announced an upcoming open house event where all the geniuses will showcase their talents. Mio's old artworks were set to be displayed, but Nanno suggested that it would be boring and repetitive. Miss Plern came up with the idea for Mio to create live artworks on stage during the event. Although hesitant, Miu was convinced by the others, and the live broadcast of her masterpiece was set to be seen by the world. After class, Miu confronted Nanno about her action in the classroom, but Nanno dismissed her and simply wished her luck before leaving with a smile. Back home, Miu worked hard to improve her art skill, feeling the pressure and stress weighing heavily on her. Nanno then called her and asked if she was practicing her artwork, mentioning a Facebook post accusing Miu of copying someone else's work. Frustrated with Nanno's constant pressure, Miu called her friend Pooh for help and practice her speech in the bathroom. When Miu arrives, she tells Pooh that she isn't angry with her, but rather jealous of Pooh's success as a genius artist. Miu feels inadequate because Pooh has gained fame while she feels like a failure. Pooh asks if they can be friends again, and Miu agrees, but only if Pooh helps her. Miu retrieves a hammer from her bag and asks Pooh if she can hit her arm. Pooh refused to hit Miu with the hammer. Miu then insisted that she couldn't draw or go on stage for the open house event unless she had bruises on her arm, and pleaded with Pooh to hit her. Pooh still refused. In the end, Miu hit herself with the hammer, causing her to scream loudly. She then blamed Pooh for hitting her. The commotion attracts the attention of everyone nearby, and Miu's screams continue until Miss Plern arrives and blames Pooh for hurting her. Meanwhile, Nanno is quietly laughing inside one of the cubicles, amused by the situation. Despite Miu's mother being excited to see her daughter's live art performance, the injury puts an end to those plans. As they continue talking, the doorbell rings. Miss Plern and Nanno pay Miu a visit. They inform her that they have expelled Pooh and revoke her genius title due to her action towards Miu. Miss Plern checks on Miu's condition and asks if she can move her fingers. Miu's injury prevented her from using her dominant arm to create art. However, Nanno reminded her that she had previously posted about drawing with her left hand, so Miu decided to give it a try. As the event began, Miu was introduced by Nanno and received cheers and applause from the audience. She began creating her artwork on stage, but was interrupted by someone accusing her of stealing her friend's artwork. The commotion caused the event to come to a halt and left Miu feeling embarrassed and confused. The principal inspected the paper and confirmed that it was not the same as Miu's work. He even criticized the girls' school. Miu remained silent, not saying anything. They encouraged her to continue painting to prove that she did not steal anyone's work. Miu started to paint, but tears flowed down her cheeks. She painted abstract shapes and color on the board. The principal showed her artwork to everyone, and then asked for Miu's speech. Miu approached the microphone and began to speak. After her speech, everyone applauded while Nanno left in the room. My opinion, the idea that Miu have tried to deceive herself and others. I would say a true artist cannot be fooled. Miu's action in stealing the artwork of others and then trying to pass it off as her own were wrong. The pressure of fame ultimately proved too much for her to handle. This led her to lash out at her friend Pooh and even harm herself. The passage suggests that the desire for fame and the adulation can be intoxicating, but ultimately can lead to negative consequences if one is not careful. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. See you for my next episode.